City has recently taken a significant legal step by filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration, seeking to recover over $80 million in funding that was rescinded by FEMA. This money was originally intended to help cover hotel accommodations for migrants in the city, an issue that has become increasingly contentious. A lawsuit is formally titled NYC v. Trump and names several high-profile defendants, including President Donald Trump himself, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. What exactly are we talking about? The funds at the center of this dispute were approved under the Biden administration as part of a broader shelter and services program designed to assist local governments overwhelmed by an influx of migrants. However, under Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, this funding was abruptly deemed illegal and rescinded earlier this month. New York Mayor Eric Adams expressed frustration over this decision, stating that it is not acceptable for one city to shoulder the financial burden of managing what he termed an international humanitarian crisis. He emphasized that New York City had already expended more than $7 billion over 3 years on these issues. This relevant, it underscores ongoing tensions between state and federal authorities regarding immigration policy and financial responsibility. This case will likely set precedents for how future funds are allocated or withheld when cities take actions related to immigration. In various articles covering this story, opinions diverge widely. For instance, Gabe Wisnett from Newsweek noted how Adams' relationship with Trump appears to be evolving after cooperating with some aspects of Trump's immigration policies. Adams is now challenging the administration through legal action. Emily Hallas from the Washington Examiner highlighted the complexities involved in this case by noting previous controversies surrounding Adams' leadership style and his accusations regarding being politically coerced into cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. The impact of this lawsuit could be significant not just financially for New York City, but also politically across various levels of government. New York wins its case. It could open up channels for other cities facing similar challenges to reclaim funds or resist federal decisions they deem unjust. Conversely, if Trump's administration prevails, it may embolden further restrictions on how states can utilize federal resources relating to immigrant populations. Historically speaking, this isn't an isolated incident. Disputes over federal funding have occurred in various contexts throughout U.S. history, most notably during periods when local laws clashed with federal directives regarding civil rights or education policies in schools. Now let's consider the bigger picture. This means it highlights a continuing struggle between local governance and federal authority, one that's been exacerbated by heightened political polarization surrounding immigration issues. Additionally, any people might overlook nuances like New York City's right to shelter law, established back in 1981 due to humanitarian concerns. However, current circumstances have led many officials, including Adams, to argue that such laws were not designed for mass migrations resulting from global crises. In conclusion, Adams' lawsuit against the Trump administration may seem like just another chapter in our fraught political landscape around immigration reform and funding practices. It's a reflection of deeper systemic challenges facing cities today as they juggle their responsibilities towards both residents and newcomers alike amid complex national policies. These legal battles unfold within our court systems and legislative bodies alike. We'll need to keep an eye on how they reshape our collective approach towards handling migration within urban centers nationwide.